up, guys? It's Benny. It was the F aroundest of times and fine outingest of times, as the classic tale goes. And, well, you shouldn't have effed around with a guy who had a bullet go through his head and then stood back up with blood coming down his face to deliver the most iconic campaign speech ever. Just a bad idea. Do you think this man is determined to fix the problems he set out to fix? Yeah, I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump, as LA descended into absolute riotous chaos last week, decided to make a new policy called You Spit, We Hit. Sounds like this.
And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit. And I told them, nobody's going to spit on our police officers. Nobody's going to spit on our military.
President Trump is got the backing of the American people on this. Every single person in this country has fatigue for left-wing Marxists who are burning our cities to the ground. Sprinkled among them, of course, are criminal aliens who don't belong here. They didn't build this country. They don't love this country. They want to see it burn. They're anarchists. These people need to be deported. And of course, since they don't like being here, that should be very easy for them. But instead, they burn our cities to the ground, rape and pillage and torture and destroy this place. And so we're done with it. Everyone in this country is done with it. And that was proven last week when President Trump deployed the military to LA and put down the riot. And ladies and gentlemen, you spit, we hit. Let's go ahead and look at some of the interesting evidence to see if President Trump is a man of his word. Here's an individual who threw rocks and bricks at police officers and decided to use an electric scooter to try and evade police. What happens to him? Boom! Baby. Yeah, straight out of Madden gameplay. That's what the cops did. But hey, even citizens are deciding to take matters into their own hands, listening to our president and say, you know, we're kind of like, we're done with this. Watch this. Here's a criminal alien throwing a bottle at cops in LA, and let's watch what happens next. Boom! Yeah, that's right. He was able to walk off the tear gas pellets, but he wasn't able to walk off his fellow countrymen, doubt it, who has decided that we've had enough. We've all had enough. We've all had enough. We've all had enough. Yeah. But the best trend out of last week is a micro trend, not a macro trend. It is a special micro trend of anti-ICE Marxist protesters getting shot in the balls. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this clip went viral last week with a protester saying this.
I shot me in the nuts, and now I'm losing a ball. Surgery is tomorrow.
Ooh. You know, I gotta tell you, I've never been more proud to pay my tax dollars. Never. Maybe I funded that beanbag round. Maybe you did. I'm not sure. Somebody did. And, you know, stand up and be proud. As I watch this video, you can just hear, yeah, I'm proud to be an American, where at least we shoot protesters in the balls. So he's losing the ball. He seems proud of it. And why wouldn't he be? Upon further reflection of this, isn't this the point, right? Like, isn't this why there were massive free vasectomy vans all over the DNC? We watched it ourselves. Chicago gets weird with abortion trucks, inflatable IUD, and free vasectomies. I saw the vasectomy van. I asked the people running it, and they said they had an appointment booked all the way through the DNC convention. They had free vasectomies that they were giving out all the way through the DNC. Like there were hundreds, thousands of them. Leftism is a very weird, strange, almost like pseudo-suicidal worldview in the sense that like you think humans are evil and you don't want to procreate. You don't want to create more humans. You think that we're the bane of all existence. It's hedonistic. You hate God's creation. You hate yourself. And so you don't want to create more of you. And so wouldn't like being shot in the balls like be sort of like a free vasectomy? I mean, they're very popular at the DNC. It's very popular amongst this movement. And we're proud to say, well, ladies and gentlemen, that protester's not the only one. This protester talks about how he was in the front lines of an ICE protest. He was up against the police, just a few feet away from them, so presumably agitating the police, and how he was shot in the balls.
Sit down for a bit. but they just kept pushing. Right now I'm at home. The injury was sustained to my groin. I have a bruised left testicle, and my right testicle was actually shattered. They said that they somewhat fixed it, so it should have some function, but it's still very badly damaged. They could not give me an exact time of how much I gotta sit. They just told me to hit them up in 5-8 days, and then we'll see how I'm doing and when I can get back to work. They hadn't told anybody to move, like to leave the streets, because one thing that I think they're supposed to say is unlawful gathering or something.
Okay, you know, we've seen all the videos, like how many cars were burning where you were, how many bricks and rocks were being thrown at cops where you were, how many businesses have been looted where you were. I'm not saying you're guilty of those things. I'm just saying everybody is well aware when open criminality is going on around them. And if you post a video like this, you well expect the internet to respond. Ayo! Hopefully he'll go back to the riots so we can get the other one. People like this should not be reproducing. FAFO. FAFO. Must be a thing. Everyone's linking this video. Maybe ICE is aiming that direction. It's wrong, but I can't stop laughing. Anti-ICE rioter says his testicles are gone after police shot him with a rubber bullet when he tried to push his way through the police. Okay. Rubber bullet shatters anti-ICE protester testicles. Shout out to the officer who did this. Rubber bullet shatters. What a headline. Oh, boy. Okay. There's more of this. Like, for instance, this psycho shot me in the nuts. Twice. Because I asked him his name and his badge. Well, here's that video, ladies and gentlemen.
Helmet.
I mean, he gave the guy a warning. You can watch the full video. It's like a 3-minute video.
What's your badge number?
You can see the whole video. He gives the guy multiple warnings. They're in an active lockdown.
Hey, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. What's your badge number? That's okay. I'm gonna pop you right now because you're taking up my focus.
Shot him right in the groin. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it must be tactic, right? Watch him tell me he's going to shoot me. Like, that's very polite, actually, I suppose. Yeah. ICE shot me in the nuts. Now I'm losing a ball. Just put some ice on it, man. You'll be all right. And I'm proud to be an American. Nail polish brings it all home. That's right. Really? Really? You got the nail polish. It really begs quite a few questions, actually. Again, maybe we're doing everyone a favor here, obviously. No big loss. It's clearly a lie. Everybody knows you have to surrender your balls before they let you hold a protest sign at an anti-ICE rally. FAFO, thank you for sharing the positive outcome of my tax dollars. Call to action. All Antifa members should smash their balls in solidarity with this comrade. Comrade. Get going. Rise of the Uniballer. Bailiff, smack his nuts. I voted for ICE. Shoot this guy in the nuts. There you go. Headlines all around the country. ICE are shooting protesters in the balls. You spit, we hit. Trump didn't specify where. Does seem like they're aiming. Ladies and gentlemen, behave lawfully out there, right? That's the behave lawfully. Don't be a criminal. Good luck, everyone. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.